Hi guys, my name is Keith Noradis, known as the leader and superior of Club LASM, aka lover of animated shows and movies, and I'm here with Gilbert.
Scantlins hands!
Colby.
Yes, Rico, kaboom indeed.
And of course Dad, Master 78. So first things first, how are we doing in this lovely Wednesday afternoon?
Alright. As of this recording, it has been my birthday last week.
Oh, cool. Happy late birthday.
Well, thanks. I gotta tell you, it was not a very happy birthday for me.
Yeah. I heard from last week you had an exam.
And then my phone broke. And again, it was just not a great time. But I did I had some dinner and hung out with some family. Just the other day, I just got myself a Dungeons and Dragons starter set.
Oh, cool. Okay. The game you got, is it for your laptop, iPad, or for their console related?
Oh no, like the actual box you get from the comic book store.
Oh, so it's a board game.
Or okay, you ever seen Regular Show?
Yeah.
Okay, and you know that Mordecai and Rigby bought the Legend of Darthon from the store?
Oh yeah, I remember that episode. I remember.
Well, there you go. There it is. It's that
Yeah,
kind of game.
I don't think
Oh.
I've seen that episode.
It's a very great episode. It's a very funny episode. And then if you know anything about NFTs, there's a joke in there that really
Oh yeah, that one. That was like,
you know that
it's
one.
just the same dude drawn the same way.
Wow. Oh my, oh my.
Now you get it. But the point of D&D it's kind of a social game where you kind of use your good storytelling and a good imagination that makes it fun. But personally, I love to have some visual going on, so that's why I want to make my own little terrain, little maps there. I gotta be careful not to show too much. I guess some kind of like video game rules when it comes to maps, but I'm just learning, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Well, I am currently at a hotel right now. Plus, also as of this recording, the Oscars already happened, and thankfully Pinocchio won. That's a good thing that came from the Oscars, is that Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio just won animated feature.
And gave a little shout out to animation from Dwayne Johnson, the Rock himself.
Yes, at least he knows that animation is a medium and not a genre.
Or at the very least, the Oscars kind of fixed their mistake from last year's with those 3 Disney princesses saying animation is only for kids with parents who are annoyed by it.
Though I have a
Even
feeling
Amy
they
Schumer
only
said
decided
that before
to
it
have
was
Dwayne
presented.
say that because of the controversy last year, not because they actually felt somewhat remorseful.
Yeah.
No, I know they're not feeling remorseful, but we all know how stupid the Oscars was last year. I mean, disregarding the animation comments from 3 Disney princess remakes, God knows what's gonna happen with The Little Mermaid. Last year, you get the infamous slap, which I'm not trying to relive it because there are still some other folks who are still not over it. And then we got Amy Schumer.
Yeah,
My
that's what I was
God,
saying.
that's,
Before it was
come.
presented, Amy Schumer said at the award show that she only watched one. She didn't watch any of the films that were nominated, and she only watched Encanto because her child was watching it.
Oh, hey, that's a whole nother can of worms with her. And not to mention Encanto, they butchered. We don't talk about Bruno. That was just awful.
Well, at least
Yeah.
it was one of the rare times where Disney actually deserved the win.
I will say for the nominations for this year's Oscars, admittedly, and you can forgive me for saying this, I have not seen Marcel the Shell with shoes on. Not
Me
because
neither.
Yeah.
Not because I didn't want to, it's just don't got the means to watch it right now. But I will if I could.
I haven't seen that movie either.
Yeah,
But,
I can admit that
but
I haven't
from
seen
what I
myself.
understand, from what I'm seeing from these nominations, they each sound like they're each deserving of the award. Like Pinocchio, it's fantastic. I've seen Pinocchio and in theaters, mind you.
Oh my
And
god, you're lucky.
I love how it kind of changes some parts of the story, not to mention how it sets in the midst of World War II.
You mean World War One?
But Turning Red, that's another thing about Turning Red. Turning Red's got great female and Asian representation in there. And it's also pretty funny, so that also deserved a win. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, was also fantastically animated and surpassed the first movie by a mile. That also deserves a win.
Yeah, it truly does.
The Sea Beast, again, beautifully animated with a decent story. That also deserves a win. Now, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Again, I haven't seen it, so I can't really comment on the movie, but I have plenty of friends who loves that movie. So, unlike previous entries in these Oscars, it sounds like any of these movies deserve a win.
That being said, we should now get to this is I can't believe that this is actually our last prediction for the All Hell. This is our last time we're doing an actual prediction before All Hell breaks loose. It'll be completely crazy. Many things can happen in that finale. Let me remind you.
Yeah, I don't really have any predictions myself, but I am kind of concerned. I mean, I felt the last episode was a little rushed, and we only have 55 minutes left to wrap up the story. I'm just a little concerned that they might not have enough time to give a good finale.
Well, according to Rebecca Rose, one of the people from the show, it sounds like it ended on a good note to me. So at least I think that's what she said.
It seems like they
don't
actually
prepare
put
for
in
the
effort
end
to
game
conclude
there.
everything.
And I know that some people say, oh, they rush things. Ask yourself the question: how would you try to do this when your show was cut in? God, I don't know, half of a half.
Yeah,
You know?
to me, I just personally don't blame the writers for it at all. Given the fact how much disrespect Disney TVA or Disney in general just gave the show, that they have to conclude everything.
Yes, exactly. So I am not entirely mad at the way. Personally, I don't think it was rushed per se, and even if it was, you can't exactly blame the writers for trying their best to squeeze as much things as possible. That being said, it could be like Gravity Falls. You could spend 20 to 30 minutes to the climax of the whole thing. We can see the big bag and defeating all that, and then the rest of the time we'll just see maybe 10 minutes we'll just see everybody going their merry way, assuming it'll be merry for some of them.
Yeah, like I said, I'm scared, man.
Now we haven't discussed we talked about the end of the show. We haven't even talked about the plot that was given to us.
Oh yeah,
I've seen that.
Yeah,
Kind of
like
vague,
we've just
honestly.
gotten the synopsis as of now yesterday, which says, the fate of everything on the Boiling Isles now rests on the shoulders of a human, Luz, a cursed witch, Ida, and a determined but tiny little king.
King.
Yes, which is obviously the last title
You know,
existed.
I seen his name, Mazariari, that the human could be Caleb, the cursed witch could be, I think it was
Evelyn.
and the little king could be Bellows, still very young. They said, I'm going to pretend it's about them until proven otherwise, so who knows? We could be wrong there.
Yes, wow.
As far as we know, yeah, that's concerned Luz, Ida, and King, but
It seems to me that it's now going to become a full circle moment because, let me remind you, the show started with Luz, Ida, and King, and now it's about to end with this trio.
Again, assuming that all three of them are around. I don't know. Speaking from a guy who's read mythology, stories don't usually end well for Titans.
I mean, the Titan we know is a good guy, so...
I'm pretty sure that he might
King.
sell
He
things
might be good,
over with
but
the
we don't
collector
know.
in a good way, but how? Because in the ending, the collector just declared a new game, and I'm genuinely scared of what the new game is. For all I know is whatever
Which
new
is-
game is, he's not going to play fair. They're not going to play fair.
Which is again kind of mirroring the battle between the gods and Titans, because for all argument's sake, the collector kind of fits a description of what a god is. He's basically a little Loki.
I just really hope he gets redeemed, like before, again, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, I have the feeling he's going to be redeemed.
He's a pretty lonely little kid, isn't he?
Of course.
Yeah.
Like I feel
And
like
then
for the
we
first
also
half,
got Bellows over there possessing Rain.
that is having me concerned.
Puppet Rain.
Of course.
I've seen from the round table that whenever Bellows possesses someone, he essentially feeds away at them, so that's a little scary to think about.
I mean, I would argue that Rain, in this case, they're basically just a wooden puppet. I'm not entirely sure what lives Bellows gonna take, but it is kind of nasty looking at Bellows trying to literally just take a dead body, or just a lifeless body at all, and it just melts away.
Oh my god, that makes me even more scared of Rain now. Like, can't they just have a break at this moment?
We also have Luce's new talisman.
Yes.
I
was about to talk about string being earlier, but then you left early because you got other stuff.
Yeah, string being a little shape-shifting talisman. I don't know, for some reason, I kind of want to see the little guy fighting Bellows. I just want to see how that works out.
Yeah, I can just see it now. Like, reading the synopsis, I can just see it like a big full circle moment. On the first half will be like the similar mission of episode 1, whereas the second half can most likely be from episode 2. Like, the first 2 episodes of the show all be completely big full circle moment in the finale.
Again, I know it's kind of hard to see a show end like that, but at least this one will end on a definite finale. I'm not sure if we're ever going to see spin off the Alhaz again, at least without Dana Terrace. As of this recording, it is confirmed that she has cleaned out her office at Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
But to be fair, I was a bit sad at first, and until time went by, I just realized, yeah, Dana needs to get out of there because of everything that happened, her show getting canceled, and them supporting the Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. Dana's like, nope, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Once the finale's finished, I'm out.
I thought she said she was open to, more like spin-offs and all that, but I guess now is not the right time and all that. Of course, there could be like comics if she's willing. I know she was also open to that. I think I've heard from a friend that the guy who created Invader Zim, he didn't have to be at Nick's office to continue writing Zim comics for Nick.
Like, what role do you think each of the Hexside Squad members are going to play in the finale? Because we know King was most likely going to confront the Collector. I don't know, Ida knows that Rain is being possessed by Bellows, so it's going to be heartbreaking to see Ida seeing Rain in completely possessed mode. I know Luce is still going to be coming after Bellows, but what role do you think the Hexside Squad will play? That's my only question.
I mean, I don't really
I'm not very good at the sort of thing of what role they're gonna play and all that, but I've seen some fan comics of what it could be, or at least one interaction with them, like when King reunites with Luz. He just sees Camilla and this little fan comic who King like mistakes Camilla for Luz. It's just
yeah, I remember that morning comic.
You're a lot bigger than I remember when you left.
All I know is that family reunion is going to be top tier emotional because they've been separated for how long?
A few months, like 6 months now.
Yes.
But about the Hexside thing, I don't really care about where they go with it. It kind of felt like the whole Hexside stuff and Kikimora thing, I kind of felt like that was kind of a waste of time.
I don't know if there was any other loose ends from the previous episodes that I didn't think of. It'll be something to see.
Yeah, like to conclude, like to wrap up in that finale, like, ooh, like I'm still to this day scared because when it comes to finales or like big finales of a good season or final episodes, I'm scared because I felt like someone is going to die. And when it comes to the Owl House, I've always felt like one of the Owl House adult characters. There's no way they're going to kill off one of the kids, but the adults, that's what I'm scared of.
That's also pretty funny. I know I've seen some folks comparing the would-be finale with Gravity Falls, Amphibia, Star versus the Forces of Evil. And I'm thinking to myself, each of these things are a bit different than the last, like in a spoiler alert if you have not seen Gravity Falls, Amphibia, or Star versus the Forces of Evil for some reason. In Gravity Falls, the twins leave, a year older, and everybody gets to have a new position in Gravity Falls. Like Zeus runs the shack, Stan, his brother, is fighting a kraken near Antarctica. Dipper and Mabel, now they return home. It felt more like a definite ending. It's something I can live with.
And yet people are still clamoring for a season 3.
Yeah, and given the fact that the setting most likely took place in the summertime, of course they have to go back home because it's like the ending took place in August or was the last day of summer.
Now,
it's not like Disney cut that show short anyway. Like the creator intended it for it to end at season 2.
Then jump to Wander Over Yonder, which unfortunately was canceled, left things kind of open-ended sort of thing. With Wander and Sylvia, saving the galaxy, and Lord Dominator traveling to Earth. Then we go to Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Oh my god.
Left lots of fans divided. I have recently rewatched Star versus the Forces of Evil, and yep, I can definitely see how it can be very divisive. The worst part is the finale aired at the same day the
Game of Thrones
finale.
Yeah. Two finales aired at the same day, and people hated it.
That is not a good omen, is it?
May of 2019 was literally the worst.
I remember watching Star Versus back in 2015, but I haven't really seen the finale, nor have I seen Game of Thrones at all. But both of those shows I've heard had really bad finales.
Me personally, I wouldn't necessarily call it bad. I think Saberspark, who recently watched the show, he did a little voting poll, and hey, what did you think of the finale? Three votes. The last place was, I think it was good. Second place was, it was bad. And third place, which was majority, bigger than 50%, they were like, meh, like, it's not the worst, but it definitely could have done better, which is what I'm thinking, which is why I want to spin off of the show, a sequel series, which is something to tie things up. I settled for a TV movie. And then we jump to Amphibia.
Of course.
Which ended,
on a very good positive note.
And then we see 10 years later, Anne and her friends are in the 20s, living the best days of their lives, reuniting after so long. I love story continuation, especially when it ended on stuff like that. I like stories, and I want to hear more. Okay, that's me.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
How will the Owl House do it? I can tell you right now, it won't end like any of the finales we have seen before, because each of them, love them or hate them, they've always been different.
I personally believe the finale that Luz has to stay. Because remember the conversation Camila had with Luz? Luz still determined of wanting to go back to the human realm permanently, and Camila was able to talk her out of it. Because Camila knows, based on her body language, based on her facial expressions, that she doesn't want to go back home.
That was one of the reasons why I was not a huge fan of the Amphibia and Star vs. Evil endings, because, it's all permanent. No way to travel back again. I may be reading too much into these things, but I firstly think Luz might be able to traverse back and forth, probably through King, since Titan's blood is pretty magical, and King is just tapping into such magic. It's just this roaring power and all that. But according to Ida, monsters from the demon realm pops into the human realms all the time. That's where we get all these mythologies, stories, and giraffes. Like, I don't remember them going through any magical doors. They got their own way of popping in and out.
Perhaps maybe Luz might need help with the collector of going back and forth to human realm, bowling owls and such. Well, who knows?
Now, again, all this is just wishful thinking and prediction. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I'm pretty sure I will enjoy the ride.
Yeah, it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions. Like, I need to buy myself some tissue papers to get ready for this finale because it's about to start on 9/25.
I just hope I don't get spoiled again.
One more thing I want to bring up.
Yes.
Earlier today, I seen this video from the Round Table about explaining how Luce might turn into a puppet in the finale. And that would be the breaking point for Collector's character, and it would kind of show him that he's going too far in some areas, and that would kind of be his redemption.
I don't watch the Round Table much. I think I follow one of the guys.
Ostrich Vox, obviously.
I don't necessarily follow the Round Table, but whenever I see a new video of theirs that interests me, I usually watch it.
I want to say that a friend of mine tried to show me a video from there. I don't know if it was a Round Table or another guy, but it was supposed to be. I think it was for Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Not sure through the Round Table, but I don't watch much of those videos. The only time I would watch those videos if it was, say, like if I was watching Saber Sparks reviewing a really bad movie. Like if it was a really bad movie or something that's so controversial, I gotta know what it's about. That's what I would watch it. There are some shows I just can't even finish because they're just so bad. That's why I had to watch Honest Trailer's take on Velma, because I only seen 2 episodes and I couldn't get through the rest of the series.
I haven't seen any episodes of Velma.
And
I
don't
didn't
think I'm
watch
missing
it,
out on
nor
anything.
did I want to watch Velma.
I need the strength of Hercules to get through it. Like, I need a friend to help me out here, because at some point I want to discuss things properly, but but enough of that horrible nonsense there. Watching and Dreaming, y'all, coming out in April, right?
April 8th
Yeah.
at 9:25. I don't know why is it at 9:25, but this is a 55-minute episode. Okay.
I also noticed that episode's coming out the same week as the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
I've seen the clip of Chris Pratt's Mario, and I'll say, okay, now you're starting to pull me in, but seriously, those previous trailers, you made him sound like LeBron James. I mean, the acting of LeBron James. I'm like when I first saw that Mario trailer, you're telling me that I was thinking to myself, you're telling me this guy is Mario. I don't care if he had Italian accent or not, okay? But like, everybody sounds different there. Hell, Charlie Day, he sounds great as Luigi. Jack Black, Bowser.
Oh my god, Jack Black.
Yeah,
I was
he's
a little
good.
scared when I heard Jack Black playing Bowser, but after hearing him in the trailers, damn.
Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, not bad. Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, oh my god, that was great.
Seth Rogen, Donkey Kong.
As Donkey Kong, okay, I'm hearing it, I'm liking it. But Chris Pratt's Mario. But I guess we'll find out when the actual movie comes out, then I can fully judge myself there.
Like, the movie looks like it's going to be a great Mario movie, but we don't really know much about the plot yet, so I'm not sure if it's going to be a great movie.
Based on the recent video game adaptations we've seen, I don't have too much to worry about it.
Like, they're pretty much doing promotions very well for the movie, and by next month, I'll be really looking forward to it. I might probably watch it on the week after the finale.
But the whole adaptation thing, that's a topic for another day, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I should. But anywho, the finale is going to be crazy, man. Like I said, 55 minutes is going to torture us all. What I do know is that the Watching Dreaming episode will be written by Dana. All of it.
Oof.
The beginning, middle, and end, all of it written by Dana. Dana's going to destroy us.
And maybe he'll destroy you guys. I mean, I don't know. I could be laughing all the way. I was watching Summer Camp Island, season 3, I think, and some moments were supposed to be sad. I couldn't help but laugh. I don't know why. I just couldn't.
But when it comes to the Owl House, it'll be different because I love watching the Owl House because it touches my heartstrings from like whether it's some great emotional moments or just sad, depressing moments or shocking moments. And I just personally just don't want anything bad happening to my specific favorite characters at all. I just want them to make them out of there alive. I even made a group chat tweet that if both Ida and Rain makes it out of there alive, I want them to have a Rada wedding and that's it.
Some of our expectation has been flipped before. So, I'll never forget that episode when Luz and Amity tried to find the author of the Azura series.
Oh yeah, I remember that episode, and I still love that episode.
Boy, we were way off, were we?
Yeah,
we all-
we're gonna look.
I remember when a lot of people thought that one Hootie episode was going to be a filler episode.
If we were to talk about
Filler
watching and
episode,
dreaming, we're gonna
not
look back
bad,
and
okay?
say,
Make it clear,
"Wow, how we've been all wrong."
It has been fun. Watching and Dreaming comes out on April 8th. It's the last episode of the Owl House, and I very, very much hope that we can get something more out of it, like a short series, or spin-off, or comic series. But until otherwise, I hope everyone has a great time watching this show, or a sad time, depending how you're watching the show. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just hope it's a good finale.
And to Dana, thank you, Dana Terrace, for giving us the show to
Dana
begin
Terrace
with.
and her
Thank you, Alex Hurt, for voicing King.
But still, thank them all for putting in the effort of making the show the most magnificent Disney TVA in history. It's just sad for me to see this end, especially on very difficult scenarios with Disney and stuff and like that.
Yeah, thank the entire Outhouse crew.
I know for one thing that the finale will end with a bang. And it will be pretty much a better, greatest finale that we will hopefully get. Oh, I'm so scared about this finale.
Until then, I will see you next session. I hope we all enjoy this series finale.
With that said, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that way you won't miss out on any more of the animation content from me and my friends. With that said, I'm scared for this finale, man. I bid you peace. Bye! Oh my god, I'm scared. Say bye, everyone.
Oh, mama. This is gonna be a dark moment for our Housians.
Yeah.
Alright, bye.
Alright.
Bye.
Alright.